Good morning. My name is Elise with Dad's Pooper Picker Uppers, here with another great informational video for you. Now, for those of you who are new users, please like and subscribe to our channel. It would really help us out. And in the comments down below, if there's a video you would like me to make on tips and things with your dogs and cats and pet ownership, let me know. For those of you who are returning video watchers of mine, we'll say, those of you who are returning, I know you may be disappointed that today's video isn't our part 3 for our last series, but I know most of you guys still stuck around, so I wanted to give you guys that 10% off coupon code, which is Recycle the Waste 22. You can either, if you're already a current contract that we have where we come and service your yard weekly or bi-weekly, you can still use this too. Just give us a call at 309-714-4409 and give us your code, and we'll take 10% off of your next visit. Now, anyways, moving on. So, today's topic is the way our pets handle the hot and humid weather and safety tips for pet owners to keep in mind. Most of the following information I've gotten from veterinarians and dog groomers in my area. Our pets have permanent fur coats, and their cooling systems are just not as efficient as ours. In order to cool off, dogs and cats dispel heat by panting and minimal sweating through the foot pads. So cats are generally less affected by the heat as dogs, but as the outdoor temperatures rise, you'll notice your cat will get lazier and lazier as time goes on, and this is completely normal. Now, some dogs are more heat intolerant than others. Examples of this would be your French Bulldogs, your Boston Terriers, pretty much most of your short nose breeds. So the ones with the stuck-in noses, yeah, those ones. Those are the ones that are more heat intolerant than others. Now, the signs to look for when determining if your dog is overheating include, but may not be limited to, labored breathing, unsteadiness on their feet, excessive thirst, and thicker and more volume, pretty much thicker and more in volume drool than normal. Danger signs include, but are not limited to, the appearance of dark or bright red gums. Like mine are normal, but in a dog, if they turn like a purplish color or dark, that can be a sign. If they get a fever, which I have yet to figure out how you check a dog for a fever, so maybe that'll be our next video. Vomiting, seizures, and collapse. These danger signs are red flags that require immediate medical attention. If your pet has to be outside, they will need shade as well as water. And plenty of fresh water at that. Now, many pets will self-limit their activity, but there are certain high-activity breeds, like the one that I own. He is a cattle jack, so he's part Blue Heeler, part Jack Russell Terrier mix. So he will not limit his activity. He will push himself past the point of where his body says, hey, we can't do this anymore. So it's generally best to encourage activity during the hottest. It's best not to encourage activity during the hottest point of the day. Honestly, for me, when I want to be active with my dog so he gets his 60 to 90 minutes of activity per day, I do it either in between 5 a.m. and 6 a.m. or at night in between 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. because those are your cooler points of the day, even if it did reach over 100. So brushing out our pets' fur can help remove excess hair and insulation. And haircuts might sound like a good idea, but keep in mind what kind of breed you have. Because some dogs, their undercoats that will protect them from getting sunburned and help keep excessive heat out. I'm not sure of all of the breeds that this applies to, so it's always best to check with your veterinarian. But I do know for a fact that German Shepherds and Malamutes and I want to say they're called Snoweds. They're Alaskan Huskies, the sled dogs. Those are dog breeds that I know of that you do not want to do that with. Now, the last tip that I have, and it's a two-part tip, is to keep walks to early mornings or later in the evening, like I had said, after the sun goes down. But if your path includes concrete or asphalt, you need to test the temperature with the back of your hand. Okay, so if you lay your hand flat on a concrete surface, so if my fist here is the concrete surface, if you lay it flat on here for 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, if you cannot keep your hand on that concrete surface for 5 Mississippis, then it's too hot for your dog's paw pads. It will burn them. So keep this in mind. Also, on days when the heat index is in the high 80s and hotter, make sure you provide water on longer walks with your dog. I mean, if you're going on a mile-long walk with your dog, you should already have your poop bags with you to pick up any poop they might excrement from themselves along the way that's not in your yard. But also bring maybe a collapsible water dish and a bottle of water. So that way, if your dog does get overheated on this walk and you are further away from home, you can give them some water and that will help. So with all that being said, please comment below with any videos you'd like me to make. Like and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us out. And like I said before, I am not the greatest at posting these on time. So if you hit the little notification bell in the corner, you'll be alerted every time I post. Thanks, and have a great day from all of us here at Dad's Pooper Picker Uppers.